The top 8, the best or maybe the most talked about and most highly discussed Meshtastic nodes generating buzz on YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, and related communities. These emphasize low-power NRF52 based designs, improved LoRa chips like the SX1262 and LR1110, GPS, solar options, and portable handheld features. Perfect for your niche of mesh networking, POTA camping, off-grid, and mobile setups. These selections prioritize the 2025 to 2026 releases or updates that are frequently mentioned about Seed Studios, RAK Wireless, LilyGo, Elecrow announcements, and social shares for the range, battery life, and standalone use. Let's go. Thanks for joining the channel today. My name's Jason. I'm KC5HWB in the ham radio world, but we talk a lot here about off-grid communications, Meshtastic, MeshCore, Reticulum. I got some ATAC stuff coming up and some other cool stuff for you guys. Now, all of the devices we're going to talk about today are hardware devices. All of them will work with both Meshtastic and MeshCore. Every time I do one of these videos, someone reaches out and says, well, no one cares about Meshtastic anymore, which is not true, by the way. But we're talking about hardware today. I'm not talking about Meshtastic or MeshCore specifically, which are different types of firmware that run on top of a LoRaWAN node. Okay, I'm talking about hardware that will run either section today, so keep that in mind. I'm going to start this list of 8 devices, and I'm not going in any particular order as far as which one has more features or is better than the other one. We are going in order of price. I just set these up in order of price, and that's the only thing we're looking at right now, so don't take this as to say the first one is best or the last one is best. We're just talking about price right now. This is the Heltec V4. It ranges in about $20 to $35 in price. It's improved over the V3 version. It has better efficiency, OLED, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, solar input, and it is affordable entry into the modern LoRa Meshtastic / MeshCore node. It does have higher than an ESP3253 V3. It has a higher output than the previous ESP32 S3, around 22 dBm, which is decibels of milliwatt, and it's a rated power. That's around probably about 0.1 watts as far as the actual power goes. This next one is the RAK Wireless WisBlock Meshtastic Starter Kit. Again, the RAK 4631 plus base runs about $25 to $60 depending on which website you're looking at. Has an external battery that'll take 2,000 to 3,000 milliamp hour LiPo battery, and it is solar ready. Again, it's about 22 dBm on the power output, which is about 0.1 watts. It has the NRF52 840 chip, and it's modular, low power, easy to install solar base station builds, expandable with sensors. This unit is used in a lot of the pre-built units you will find on Etsy, some of the Spec 5 builds, some of the low mesh builds, and other stuff like this. So this is a very popular unit. It goes very well inside of a case and is used on a lot of solar units as well. This next one is one that I use myself almost every day. This is the Seed Studios SenseCAP T1000-E. It's about $40, which is what it is on this website here. Right there, we're going to see that. It has a 700 milliamp hour rechargeable battery that uses a proprietary magnetic port on the back of the device to recharge itself. It's about 20 to 22 dBm, so it's a little bit lower power than the previous two we talked about. It does have the NRF52 840 chip, and it has a built-in GPS, the AG3335 GPS chip. It's credit card size, IP65 rated with built-in sensors for temp, motion, and light, magnetic charging, and an excellent portable tracker. This is the one that I carry on my person most every day, and if you ever see me around Meshtastic, it's going to be called the KC5HWB Pocket. I have one of these, and I have one from another brand that I run on MeshCore, and they're great devices, both of them are. This next one is the Heltec Mesh Node T114. This is another one that's used in a lot of different devices from, let's say, Spec 5, Low Mesh, Rockland, these guys right here that put different boards into their pre-built nodes. It ranges from $18 to $40 for the kit, depending on how much you get inside the kit. This one's right here on Amazon is about $48, as you can see. It supports an 1100 to 4000 milliamp hour lithium iron phosphate battery, and the common size is about a 1200 milliamp hour battery. It's rated at 21 dBm, which is maybe a little bit less than the previous ones we talked about, so a little bit less than 0.1 watts. It does have the NRF52 840 chip as well. It has an optional solar input. It's ultra low power. You can get an optional screen on it, which you can see that right here. Solar input, Bluetooth 5, compact development board, great for solar nodes. You're going to see this used in a lot of the different solar nodes that people build and sell as a completed kit. This is the ThinkNode M4 power bank. I've done reviews on this video about the ThinkNode M1 and M2. I've got an M6. We're going to talk about the M6 here in a second. This is the M4. This is a power bank node. It comes with a built-in power bank, about $55. Buy two for $55 each and save it 8% right there on the Elecrow website. I will put a link to this and everything else we talk about in the description below today. It's supporting the Meshtastic protocol and also the Mesh Core protocol. Supports LoRa, long-range distance communication, real-time positioning with GPS, location sharing, long battery life, low power consumption, larger battery capacity for fast charging support. Built-in high-energy density lithium polymer battery, supports fast charging and reverse charging, and meets the power needs of various devices. Looks like it's got a PD 20 watt on the top of it there. It's got these cables that come out of the top of it, and it has a MagSafe magnet to connect to the back of your phone, so it makes for a good portable mesh node on your phone. If you're carrying it around with you, you don't want to carry an extra device. You always want to know where it is, and it'll actually recharge your phone at the same time. So a great device right there, the Elecrow ThinkNode M4. Now, if you want to know more about power settings and about antennas, and you want to learn about radio propagation itself, head over to Ham Radio Prep. Ham Radio Prep is the sponsor of today's video. You can download their app on your iOS or Android device for free and get started today with Ham Radio Prep. If you decide to purchase any of their future courses, you can always save a 20% discount with the coupon code of Jason20. So check out Ham Radio Prep if you're interested in amateur radio. Why are you interested in amateur radio? Why do you want to know about amateur radio? Amateur radio teaches you about propagation, frequencies, the 915 megahertz band, which is what the Meshtastic and Mesh Core firmwares run on, about LoRaWAN. It teaches you about different frequencies, different bands, propagation of those frequencies, antenna height, antenna length, antenna restrictions, and antenna improvements for all of those bands. And it's just an overall good way to learn about RF technology. Head over to hamradioprep.com and tell them today that Ham Radio 2.0 sent you. This next one is the Elecrow ThinkNode M6. I keep wanting to say Elecraft. It's not an Elecraft. It's an Elecrow. Elecrow ThinkNode M6. This is the one that is on top of my truck right now. This is the one that Bill had on top of his truck, and we put it on my truck to run out to Dayton Hamvention with. It's powered by an NRF 52840 node, just a chip, just like the other ones we've talked about today. Runs about $80 on the Elecrow website. It's got a solar panel on the front of it. This is one of the few we're going to talk about today that has a solar panel on the front of it. And it's got these two antennas on the side. The left antenna is for LoRa and the right antenna is for GPS. It's a 6-watt solar panel here on the front. So this is a great node to have on a mobile setup where you need solar. You don't need to worry about it. Perhaps on top of your house, perhaps on top of your tower, somewhere that you're going to want to not have to bring it down and charge it all the time. So great for that. I'm still running tests on the one that they did send me one, and I'm still running tests on it, and I really like it so far. I'm going to do a whole video on this node by itself because I'm going to deploy this on top of my own house. If you're in the North Texas area around DFW Airport, this is the node that I currently have on MeshCore that I call KC5 HWB Repeater 1. So more testing is going to be done on this soon. Again, going to do a full video about it, but this is one of the most popular nodes that's being talked about on social media and being used to deploy Meshtastic and MeshCore at the time of this recording. The LilyGo T-Deck is the next one we're going to talk about today. Currently $84 on Amazon. They range between $50 and $100 depending on where you get it. This is an all-inclusive device. You don't need to have a phone. It has its own screen, its own keyboard. As you can see right here, it looks like an old BlackBerry device. Has a built-in 2,000 milliamp hour battery, about 22 dBm, so again, about 0.1 watts. It has the ESP32S3 chip with the built-in SX1262. It is standalone handheld, QWERTY keyboard, 2.8-inch touchscreen, has IPS, GPS, mic, speaker, micro SD, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth, but it is not an actual phone, even though it kind of looks like an old BlackBerry phone, but it's not a phone. But these are great if you want a standalone device, and this is one of the most popular standalone devices that's out right now because of the price point. You get the whole thing for less than $100, and that's pretty good right there on Amazon today. The last one we're going to talk about today is this B&Q Nano G2 Ultra. This is a fairly new one to me. I had to do some reading up on this, but this is one of the most popular ones that's out right now. It ranges between $85 and $90. Most expensive one on the price list today, even higher than the, that's funny, it's even higher than the standalone LilyGo. Just a little bit, though. It has a 1,200 milliamp hour battery that lasts typically 3.5 days, is what they claim. 22 dBm, which again is about 0.1 watts. So all the nodes we talked about today are basically the same power. You can definitely get nodes with higher power, but all the ones we talked about today, the most popular ones being talked about on social media in the summer of 2026 are these 8 nodes. It has an NRF 52840 chip, built-in GPS, and it's pocketable with internal wideband antenna, GPS, pre-flashed with Meshtastic, optimized for body carry and range, durable outdoor node. And again, it will work with the MeshCore firmware as well, just like everything else we talked about today. So those are the top 8, according to social media, and according to some research I did before this video, those are the top 8 most talked about best nodes on the market today for 2026, middle of 2026, for Meshtastic and MeshCore. What nodes are you using right now? What do you have in your pocket? What do you have in your vehicle? What do you have deployed up on a tower or on your home? And are you running Meshtastic or MeshCore? Put a comment in the video below and let me know what that is. And for more details about all of this stuff, check out the blog post in the video below. My brand new blog at livefromthehamshack.tv/blog will have detailed information about everything we talked about today. And if you like this video, check these out up here. YouTube thinks you want to watch those next, 73, and we'll see you next time, and hopefully on the mesh.